Most important thing you can do is work on your character. Character is like a muscle. You can't make a decision to be self-disciplined. You can't make a decision to defer gratification. You can't make a decision to be more punctual. All these things start with a decision. I'd like to be more punctual. I'd like to have self-discipline. But in order to make them happen, you have to practice. You have to work on it and work on it. It's not something you can get out of a book. And this is my biggest critique with our education. I mean, I'm a reader. I loved history. I love reading. I love the kinds of things that I learned at school. But you can't learn the character things from going to school and reading a book. You have to practice these things. Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not a choice, it's a habit. I always used to tell my college students, there's lots of places on this campus for you to get intellectual knowledge that I can't even give you. But we're going to work on your character. We're going to work on, being able to make things happen in your life. The ability to get out of bed in the morning, the ability to impress other people, the ability to be courteous, all these things are character traits. The hardest job I ever had in business was hiring people. By far. And the biggest disappointment was how hard it was to find people that had good character. I used to tell people, I can teach you almost anything. I can teach you how to type. I can teach you marketing. I can teach you how to work a spreadsheet. I can teach you how to sell. I can't teach you how to be a good human being. You have to bring that to the table. You have to be able to be on time already. You have to be able to interact with other people. You have to have people skills. I can't supply those. I don't have 5 years to work on those things. You have to work on those with yourself, and you have to find the kinds of people that will help you, because it is not something that you just want to do all by yourself. People like Abraham Lincoln and John Adams and George Washington. John Adams, for example, used to keep in his breast pocket a list of his character traits he wanted to work on. Be more honest. Don't deflect criticism. So he used to pull it out 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, and he'd read over it and think, what can I do today? Warren Buffett, he doesn't attribute his fantastic success to his mentors in the business world, the guy who taught him about investing in stocks and stuff. He attributes it to Dale Carnegie's course, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Most people read the book and say, wow, this is pretty cool, and then he put it up on the shelf and never look at it again. Not Warren Buffett. He worked it and worked it and worked it, and sometimes he'd forget about it, but then he'd come back and work it and work it. This is what you got to do. You got to work your character just like it's your muscles, because it is a muscle and it has to be worked. And then you become a person. You don't learn these things, you become them. You become a leader. You become a better human being.